Okay.
What's up, Rogs? Welcome back to all the castles. It's about time that we came back because we kind of missed visiting all the castles in the UK. But anyway, we're back now. Nice to see you all again. Here we are at Wakefield Castle?
Sandal Castle.
Sandal Castle. Sorry, I didn't know that there could be castles named after footwear. Anyway, we're going to head up there and we're going to give you some more details. So,
Hello. So, I'll give you a bit of historical background about Sandal Castle. It was originally started as a timber building by the De Warren family on a grant from the king, and there were a number of connections with royalty right from the start. At one point it was owned by Hamlin Plantagenet, who was the half-brother of Henry II, and it later briefly came into the possession of William of Blois, who was the son of King Stephen. And the De Warren family eventually died out, and the castle and its lands came to Edward III, and he passed it on to his third son, his fourth son, Edward of York, and that's how it came to eventually be in the possession of Richard of York. And we'll tell you a bit more about Richard when we get up to the keep.
let's go.
Hello, this is the Great Hall. This is the highest standing masonry remains at the castle. This is where we would have eaten and feasted in medieval times. You can see that there's a bit of modern brickwork has been used to patch it up. That's always a bit of a shame, but I suppose
It blends in a little bit more than Radcliffe Castle.
it is better done than Radcliffe Tower. Yes, I'll give you that, Simon. That's a good observation.
Anyway, thank you for watching this section. We'll move on to another one now.
Okay. Hello. We're on top of the keep here, and this is the best place to tell you about the Richard of York and what happened to him. In 1460, Richard of York, who was the rightful King of England by blood, came to London, and they wouldn't give him the throne straight away. They did say that he could be the heir of the useless Lancastrian impostor king Henry VI. And so when Richard had that secure, then his enemy, Queen Margaret, Henry's wife, who wanted the throne to pass to her son, not unreasonably, decided to make war on the settlement, and her army was based north up over there towards Pontefract, and so they harassed Richard's estates up here, so he came up with an army, not the full strength of the Yorkist cause, and eventually took refuge here. And we think his army was about 4,000 strong, and the Lancastrian forces came here and put him under siege, and for reasons which are never going to be entirely clear, Richard decided to come out of the castle and fight them. It has been suggested that the Lancastrians hid people in woodland around here, so he thought the army was smaller than it was. But the problem with that theory is that it was winter, so the trees wouldn't have provided much cover. I think the most persuasive scenario is that he was persuaded to come out by a rogue member of the Neville family. Most of the Nevilles were on Richard's side, and this Neville told him that when the battle started he would switch sides. Then when the battle did start over there in that field, we think, Richard found himself greatly outnumbered and he was killed. And even worse, his second son, young Edmund, who was only 16, was also killed. Shakespeare makes a big drama out of that, exaggerates, makes him a 12-year-old boy, which he wasn't, who's summarily murdered by John Clifford. But we don't really know if that happened. Only that when the bodies were found, the heads were chopped off and displayed in York.
Oh, very happy subject
And
matter.
on Richard's head, they put a paper crown. But they didn't have long to enjoy it because Richard's heir, Edward, came up and slaughtered them at Towton a few months later and became Edward IV.
Well, this was a very long, confusing story. I know, right?
Hello, that's the Castle Cafe. We've just been in it for tea and scones.
Very nice.
It used to be the visitor centre, but that had to close down because of local authority cutbacks. But now it's a nice cafe, nice and friendly. You can take your dogs in there.
It's nice, friendly, good people.
And sit and look at the castle. Hello, one of the good things about this castle is that there is a complete moat that you can walk round, and somebody's got a sense of humour here, as you can see. This part of the castle was rebuilt by Richard III after he became king, probably because of its association with his father. And we'll now have a walk around the site.
Dad, how do I get up there?
You're not supposed to really, Simon, so just have a walk around.
Are we allowed down here?
Well, there wouldn't be steps if we weren't.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So you can see, presumably there was once a stone bridge over here.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we're now in the inner moat where you have to watch your footing because it is a bit slippery in places. This is the remains of the Barbican, which was built in 1271. Just behind Simon you can see the remains of some steps. Some of this stonework at the bottom looks to be of a much later date, presumably built to stabilise the ruins. And this is the bottom of the causeway up to the keep. And the castle was rebuilt by Richard III, or improved at least, after he took the throne. Stayed intact for about 200 years. And then was a royalist stronghold in the English Civil War, after which it was slighted or deliberately ruined to stop people using it as a base, and gradually it was picked apart by local people for stone until we get to the state it is in now.
I don't know how we're going to go around it. Is it? What's that clip? Oh, this is going on the blooper reel. I didn't know I accidentally started a recording.